Hello and a very warm welcome from Thailand. This is the first episode of a series in which I am circumnavigating the globe across various different countries on various different airlines. This is still a aviation themed channel, so the primary focus will still be on the flight. However, each and every location will feature something unique, something special to the location, maybe some food, something to do, an interesting place, an interesting thing. Obviously Thailand has so many different entertainment options on offer. But in this series I will probably just stick to the more common one. There will be flights, there will be a train, there will be food, there will be interesting places to visit, interesting things to do. And as I mentioned, the first episode is about Thailand. So let's get back to London, and I hope you will enjoy.
Eddie.
Thank you. Hello again and a very good morning from London Gatwick. In the first episode I'm flying to Thailand on economy class on Qatar Airways through Doha. The first flight is on a Dreamliner while the second one is on a 777. So let's go to the gate and check this out. My ride today to Doha was this Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. She was delivered brand new to Qatar Airways in 2016. I was planning this journey for a few weeks, and other than obviously making memories and having fun, I wanted to show that you don't need to spend a fortune to go around the world or to any other place.
Morning. This way, please. Thank you.
With a bit of planning and flexibility, you can still get some seriously good deals. Each flight was booked directly with the airline, and to find the best option, I was using Skyscanner. After each flight, I will show you how much I spent on the leg and in total. Just like many others, Qatar uses the 333 configuration on economy class, and this is my home for the next few hours, seat 32A. Just a short taxi, and I was on my way out of a rather miserable looking London. I was hoping that this was going to be the last time I see clouds for at least the next 10 days. In every seat there were a pair of headphones, a blanket and a pillow. In front of you there is a seatback entertainment with a 12.1-inch screen, which we will explore a bit later, and you have the tray table. Under the screen there is a USB and jack. Each seat also has individual air vents, which is great. I'm 6'1" and there was plenty of knee room, but the IFE can be a bit annoying and takes away from the legroom. The seats are comfortable and they also recline. The seat pitch is 31 inches. Wi-Fi is available. You can get a 1-hour free messenger plan to use on messaging apps, and if that's not enough, Qatar also offers full data plans starting at just $5 and they go all the way up to $20, but even that is restricted to just 200 megabytes of data, which is not really going to take you very far. Service started shortly after takeoff with drinks and some pretzels, followed by a full hot meal with either meat or vegetarian option. I went for the beef, and for an economy class meal it was alright. It came with a salad as a starter and some dessert too. They were all quite nice. The crew served coffee and tea after the meal, just before they dimmed all the windows so that people can have some rest. The washrooms were the same as you would find in almost all other Dreamliners. Good size, but these ones had no windows. The crew kept checking on them often, and they were kept nice and clean throughout the flight. Let's talk about the entertainment system. Qatar Airways calls it the Oryx One. The screens on the Dreamliners are great, large and very responsive. According to the intro video, it has a vast selection of over 4,000 entertainment options. You have countless films and series, as well as games, music and much more. I tried to browse the entire selection, but just find myself scrolling through seemingly endless pages of content. No doubt that you would be entertained throughout your journey. There's also a 3D moving map to follow the plane on. The app is also fast and responsive. I found it to be a very good system. The crew came around one more time before landing and served a snack and a final round of drinks. We landed in Doha on time, just after 5:30 in the afternoon. Speaking of the crew, they were brilliant. The flight was full, but they did an excellent job. They were friendly and attentive to all passengers. All in all, this was a great flight. And on to the next one, on the 777.
First flight is done. Transfer here in Doha is extremely quick and easy. You just disembark the plane, walk through the transfer. There's a quick security check and scan your boarding pass and they tell you which gate to go to. And my plane, well, the message is it's already boarding, which I doubt. It's a bit early for it, but it's a B9. Let's go check it out. Hello. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
My next flight was on this Boeing 777. She was delivered brand new to Qatar Airways in 2011.
Watch your finger.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, you?
Yeah, good.
The economy class configuration is the usual 3-4-3. My home for the night was next to the window, seat 51A. Just like on the day flight, there was a pillow, a pair of headphones and a blanket on each seat. On this flight, I also got an amenity kit with a pair of socks, earplugs, an eye mask and a dental kit for the morning. In front of you is a 10.6-inch screen and a tray table. There is a USB port and a universal power adapter. You still have your individual air vents, which I'm a huge fan of. The seat pitch is 32 inches and there is no IFE at your leg, so I found the seat was more comfortable compared to the Dreamliner. There was plenty of legroom and the headrests were also better in my opinion. The entertainment is exactly the same Oryx One system, but this screen was not as bright and not as responsive either. Still, it was absolutely fine to use. Food-wise, on the second flight, it was the same salad and dessert with the same two options, meat or veggie, but the meat was chicken, not beef, but it was just as good. The 777 has the same size washroom as the Dreamliner, and it was also kept clean and tidy throughout the whole flight. I went to try to get some sleep after dinner. I usually struggle to sleep on planes and this time was no different unfortunately, but I was able to take a few short naps. It was cloudy and raining over Bangkok as we approached the airport, so much for my wish for 10 cloudless days. Thankfully, the rain stopped shortly after we landed. The two back-to-back economy flights were consistent with each other, the food was good, the crew was fantastic, and the seats were comfortable. However, I prefer the 777 seats because they had more legroom and recline. I think they were also a bit wider, but I did not measure. Qatar economy class is a very good product and I highly recommend it. I paid £478 or $585 for this one-way ticket and I think it was worth it. I quickly got into a Grab, which is the local version of an Uber, and headed straight to my hotel, hoping they would let me check in so I can put my stuff down before heading out.
They actually let me check in early, which is very helpful. It's not even 9 o'clock, so I'm just gonna have a quick shower, get changed, and let's go and explore the city. So I fell asleep and had a nap and woke up just before 2 o'clock. And I wanted to visit the Grand Palace, but it was at 3:30, so I thought, you know what, let's hop on a tuk-tuk. Must be the quickest way to get around. There was one in front of the hotel. I got on, agreed the price, got about 5 minutes into the ride, and it broke down. Obviously, he didn't want to give me a refund, but he got me a taxi. So I got in the taxi. Saturday afternoon, very busy roads everywhere. We're never gonna make it. So the driver recommended to change the address. And here we are at what room? I just hope I pronounced it correctly.
Wat Arun, or the Temple of Dawn, is a Buddhist temple, and it derives its name from the Hindu god Aruna. It is one of the most famous landmarks in Thailand, and as I expected, it was very busy and full of people.
Can I have one, please? Thank you. Let's give it a go. Coconut water. Very nice.
I spent the rest of the afternoon in the area before heading back to my hotel for the evening. It started to rain just before sunset anyway. I was too tired to leave the hotel to find a place to eat, but thankfully the hotel had a beautiful Thai restaurant on site, so I didn't need to go far for dinner. After dinner, it was time to go back to my room and get some much needed sleep.
Back in the room now. Based on the short time I had here, Bangkok seems to be a pretty cool place. Tomorrow I'm off to the next one. The flight is at 2 o'clock from Bangkok airport, and I'm off to